So, let's go back to the offices. Falcon, why are we back in your office? We have a case to solve. It's the same dialogue, I think. So no business there. No point in going back to La Conciergerie. I guess we're still there. Let's start with the murder scene first. Chateau Kinier, let's go. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Kinier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. What is that? Sautan? Excusez-moi, monsieur. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? Gambade? Cough cough. Are you rabbits or kangaroos? What are you? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change. You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? 10, 1 or nothing. I guess 1 will do for now. Not give the half of my wallet. I don't know much. How much is 20 back in the 19th century? I think it's quite something. Just give 1. Here you go. Stay safe, madam. Many thanks to you, monsieur. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Yeah, we did the good deed for today. Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. But what I am doing standing here moralizing... Come on, Sparrowson. We've got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Kinier. Yeah, it looks magnificent. But even more magnificent with color. But yeah, the sketch... You know, if you look at the sketches, I haven't dealt with this yet. It's pretty neatly done. You know? Yeah, okay. Whoa, look at this place. Baron Grenwee must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine. Is he here right now? Seine is a river, by the way, if you didn't know. Yes, he's a smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron, we'd like a word. Who says that? What? How's that? Oh, alright. Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. I like how the sound effect is changing to a low tone that resembles a lion. So I guess it's not only about birds, but it's about animals, I guess. So he is Rorgway. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rorgway, property owner extraordinaire, at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? No, we're attorneys. No point in lying. Not quite. I am Private Attorney Jayjay Falcon, and this is my associate Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know, you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh? Competition? Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that. So what may I do for you, messieurs? We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenwee, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course, such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself. Well, actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... was right in my face. Unfortunate incident. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us, the trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations. So where shall we go first? Select a room to investigate. So we are at the main hall, you would say. You can go into the garden and go to the lounge. I want to see the murder scene first, so let's go to the garden. Dame Caroline said that she found Monsieur Grenwee on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place. Hey Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing. The crime scene investigation thing? Yeah, you know that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail. You mean search for evidence? Yeah, do that. What is he going so excited about? That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. Okay, we're going into investigation mode. We are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you have had enough, when you can find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the top right corner. I think it's a cross, not an X. Select an area to examine. Okay, let's start on the top left here. This one. Some kind of statue. Finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks like lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? What? No, I would not. Okay, that gave me nothing. What about this one over here? Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle had once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep, eventually we realized that it was just filling up on horse d'oeuvre. Ugh, terrible. So, he is the funny part of the game, our little assistant. Alright. The staircase. Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenwee died. Do you see any bloody footprints? Oh, or maybe a name scrawled in blood written with a frog's last breath. Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenwee was attacked and killed on the staircase. With a blunt weapon or what? A gun? Okay, let's examine further. There's the big fountain over here. This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid, carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in to take a closer look just to be sure. Yeah, I suppose we should. Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. You have to do it. What I meant to say was, Sparasan, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin. Me? No way. If you want to go wading, do it yourself. I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and pedal around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it. Flip for it? Yup, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So what it'll be, heads or tails, Napoleon face or plant squiggles. Let's bet on Napoleon's face. Heads. Put it all on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor. Here I go. Don't keep me into suspension. It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim. I wonder if that's always the outcome. Gah, fine, hold my shoes. Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. Yeah, here we go. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim? No, I'm a bird, not a fish. Well, birds can swim as well. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon though. What is that, like a finger? What is this? It's brown and sticky. And it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a... Did you pick up poo? What? Very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Rorguey. Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder just in case. Now we have a cigar butt. A cigar was found at the bottom of the fountain in Rorguey's garden. It could only be reached with a little waiting. Is there anything else we need to do here? 19, yeah. Maybe. There's one on the right. A horse statue. This one has a goofy face. It reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says, "Why the long face?" Haha, yes, we've all heard that one. What? No, the barkeep says, "You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable." I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. Yeah. Silly Sparrowson jokes. He really is a comedian. And there's one last statue, I think, to check. Baron Rorguey certainly likes his horse statues. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. Yeah, and that's it. So let's back out of here. I think we're done here. Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time. Don't push your luck. Let's head to the lounge. Is that a giraffe? Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Psst, hey Falcon, did you see that? See what? That housemate totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she just pocketed something from the drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Excuse me, mademoiselle. Ah. Oh, that's Colleen. Yes, are you two policemen? No, we're private attorneys. My name's Jayjay Falcon. And I'm Sparrowson. Like Sherlock Holmes and... oh man, I forgot the other one. That's dumb. Oh, how rude of me. My name's Colleen Duhot. So, what can I help you, messieurs, with today? Is she my thing now? Oh, they are too. So, Tan and Gambade. A mother and her bouncy daughter who begged us for money outside Chateau Kinier. Colleen Duhot, a vertically enabled housemaid who works for Baron Rorguey. She seems to have a mild case of kleptomania. As we are about to find out, I'm sure. And this is Baron Rorguey, the great line of Chateau Kinier, a reputable, ruthless businessman. Alright. We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? That's fine, let me just grab a chair. Now we can see your face. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask? Is this where the photograph was taken? We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing... just about where you're standing actually, Monsieur Falcon. And where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know, the painting on it totally clashes with the decor. I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Grenwee just keeps it around as a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Missing clock hands is in my evidence. The clock in Baron Grenwee's lounge has no hands. Is there something else you wanted to ask? I think I must start to pay attention to what the clues are. If I remember from games like Phoenix Wright, I always just played along and then we came into court and I didn't really know how to connect all the dots. So I should be looking at my evidence? Maybe suspect someone just yet? Is that too early, or... I think the Baron is somewhat suspicious, but it could also be too suspicious to suspect him. For now, I'm just not sure. Let's go on. Is there something we should know? What exactly? You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers. Is something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? No, I suppose. I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week. Let's pressure her. Are you sure there isn't anything that you're hiding? It's okay to tell us we're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. Right, and... Wait, what? No, that's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson. It isn't? Oh, what do we do then? I'll tell you later. Honestly, messieurs, I've nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? Can't pressure anymore, so that's all. No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. She's coming out herself. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and... Well, never mind, I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else. Silverware, perhaps? Ah, you know about that. She's a thief. Yes, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me. There's one mystery solved, at least. Missing silverware is added to the list. Colleen, the housemate of Chateau Kinier, has confessed to stealing silverware from the household. I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind and I would hate to break his trust. Why do you steal then? I see. So where to next, Big Bird? Let's go back to the main hall, see if we can talk to the Baron again. Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order. We had a good look, thank you, Baron. But we actually have some questions for you. Please, ask away, I have nothing to hide. Should we try this? It doesn't say what Falcon is going to say. Let's ask this first. What happened on the night of the murder? Baron Grenwee, I would like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh ho, am I in trouble? We'll see. Is that a good answer to give? Let's go with not at all first. No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture. I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock. And we all sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. My housemate discovered the crime scene soon after that. I see.